She's a killer queen guaranteed to blow your mind right out of your skull. Ah, man, chapter 312. And it opens up with a dire message from Hawks. Because it's just like, he figures out immediately, okay, knowing what we know now, All for One is definitely going to try to capture you alive because they don't have any of the Dr. Garaki's work in order to transfer the power safely over to him. So, because of that, they would have to siphon that power out of you in person, meaning they need to take you alive. However, if you encounter one person, if one person is sent after you, and I think it might happen, run. Run like hell. And that person is Lady Nagant. Negant? Nagant? I'm not really sure how to pronounce that. But it's a form of gun, which is very on the nose considering her ability. And as Izuku just starts booking it, realizing that Lady Negant had taken out his secure line, so he can get in communication with All Might and the other heroes, but he's just like, okay, once they realize that my line has gone dead, they will definitely come looking for me. But would that be dangerous? He wonders that. But he's just like, okay, I should just run, only for one of her bullets to just come whipping around the corner, Wanted style, if any of you remember that movie or the comic Wanted. It comes whipping around the corner, and Deku just barely manages to catch it in his arms, like full on just grabs it before it can get him. And Negan is just like, okay, now I see why you're so popular. Fires another shot into Deku, just blasting him off to the side. And so we finally get some backstory on who this badass bitch is. A former pro hero. Like, seriously, a former pro hero that even the likes of Snipe, one of Izuku's teachers, the guy who has the ability homing, he's the guy with the cowboy hat and the really cool dreads. Honestly, I wish we would see more of Snipe, as she apparently has his quirk, but better. Like, you always kind of see that from time to time. People with the same quirk, just one is a little bit better than the other. And, like, with her, it's just like, no, you don't want anything to do with this lady. And she can apparently make, as I thought before, ammunition out of her hair. Once she pulls them out, it immediately starts to just twist together, harden, and she makes them into ammo. Various different kinds of ammo, too. And with the arm that she can transform into a rifle, like, she's literally the best ranged fighter around. Top of the top. That was until she apparently got disillusioned with hero work and became a villain, even killing several heroes afterwards too. So I'm actually kind of curious, what was it that triggered her triggered in that way that caused her to just decide, you know what, I'm done being a good guy. Like, was it a very Stain like situation? I really have to wonder. With Izuku, just barely having managed to get out of harm's way, he realized, okay, running away from her is not going to work because she's long range. Doing that just puts me in more danger. So, the best bet is to actually go in for the attack. That, because a long range person, the closer you get to them, the worse off they actually are. And the moment she sees him coming for her, she's just like, well, he blocked two of my shots. I'm not used to that. Time to book. As, of all people, Chisaki starts to talk. I'm still wondering why she brought Chisaki along with her. But as we see in the flashback to when All for One, let all the people of Tartarus go, he specifically came to Lady Negan saying, hey, I know about you. The treacherous hero Lady Negan is an honor, and we even get to find out that at one point he actually was her target, shockingly enough. But he has a request to go after Izuku, specifically on a day just like the day that she came for him. He knew everything. That at one point he would leave the school, start to operate solo. He would probably have some big shots watching from a distance, go after him on a rainy day, like everything. I don't know how All For One lined this up, but he had Izuku dead to rights on this. But at first, Negan is just like, I don't know if I want to do something like this. But the moment he's just like, well, he's very much like those heroes you kill. And I know you seek the downfall of hero society, and as long as a boy like that is around, you'll never get your wish. So she's very much in line with a lot of other guys we've seen in terms of this. Is like Stain, where it's just like, human society, it needs to just crumble away. It's pointless. It's useless. It needs to be done away with. It shouldn't exist. Blah blah blah. One of those phony hopeful types. Like I really want to know what it was that set her off on this path of violence. Like I don't feel like it was just one day she woke up and chose violence, but then, All For One notices, oh, the young head of the Shihei Saikai. Is he a friend of yours? And ultimately, she just says, no, he's kind of out of his gourd after losing both of his arms and everything that he had wished for. Like, his ambitions really came crashing down. But he's just like, well, he's got a few screw looses, and I thought he might come in handy. I'm just like, really? You're lugging the guy around like this because you thought he would come in handy? I definitely feel like there's more to it than just that. It can't just be that you thought he'd be handy. Also, there's this weird crackle of energy or something just kind of emanating from her right arm whenever her gun arm is away. It's like, what is that? Why is that? Why is that a thing? It's not there when her gun is out. So, like, is there something specific to it? Like the extra mass of the gun is just kind of floating around, free form? And like I'm really wondering about that. But we also see the fact that she's wearing a skirt because of this, that All For One had given her a down payment as a form of contract for Izuku, and that is a new skill, the quirk Airwalk, that allows her to float in the air. We've seen All For One with that ability multiple times. I'm surprised he would even, do away with that. But, a sniper who can just float in the air or get up high easily, like that is super dangerous. So, Chisaki is just kind of constantly spouting that he needs to get to the boss. The boss. Gotta get back to the boss. Like, I'm really wondering, what is his goal? Why does he want to get back to his boss? Is it just that he still has the regret of never healing him or never actually fulfilling what he set out to do after all the damage he caused for his boss? He still feels guilty about that, about never restoring his boss to the way that he was supposed to be? And why do I still feel that Lady Negan really just has some form of connection to Chisaki? To be going through all of this, there's gotta be more to it than just she thought he'd be useful. Does it align up? Because Chisaki had this old idea of hero society is a sickness, it must be eliminated. They've got the hero disease. So I'm just like, maybe there's something there. Maybe they were friends when they were younger. What was it that set Lady Negan off down this path of destruction? I'm really kind of wondering. And wondering if it has any connection to Chisaki. It feels like we're going in that direction, but why? How? When? It's surprising that such a character would be brought up in Chisaki's past or have a relationship with Chisaki and was never hearing about it before. But who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know your thoughts and theories in the comment section below. If you liked this video, leave me a like. If you didn't, feel free to leave me a dislike. Subscribe and hit the bell icon. That way you never miss out on another My Hero Academia chapter review. And until next time, I've been Duuz-Diz-Din, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.